This is the help video for Access Chapter 3, Pause and Practice number 2. We're going to do steps 1 through 7. So on the left I have the instruction from my SimNet SimBook. On the right I have my database as it exists at the end of Pause and Practice 3.1. So I have 2 tables, 3 queries. And in this, we're going to start doing a little more complex queries. So steps 1 through 3 I already have done. We don't have to rename it. We took care of that. I'm still in it, my database, so I didn't have to enable. If you're opening it up, you would have to enable it. So let's read step number 4, what we have to do. It says create a new query in Design View. Okay, so let's think about what that means. That means create, query design. The office manager wants to find all the listings by agent Rick Chung sorted in ascending order by city and list price. So there's a lot in that statement, right? So first of all, we have to think about where is this information from? Is it from one table? Is it from multiple tables? Well, the fact that I need Rick's name tells me I have to use the agent table because that's the only place that it exists. And then I need listing information, so that's in the listing table. So I know I'm going to need to bring both tables over to my query grid and then pull the data from there. So we've done the query design. We're going to select, make sure you're on where it says tables. We're going to select agents, listings, and close that up. I'm going to open these up so I can see all of my fields. And then I always like to bring my grid up. All right, so what fields do we need to see and in what order? So this information doesn't really exist here. We would have to have some further information on what the person wants to see. And that is down here in steps D through G. So, or E, first name. So we know that's in listings, or agents, agents, first name, last name. All I'm doing is pointing to them up here, double clicking, it puts it down in the grid. Then from the listing table, I'm going to do listing ID, square foot, address, city, and list price. Okay, so let's just verify. First name, last name, and that's from agents. And then listing ID, square foot, address, city, and list price. Excellent. So I'm going to go ahead and save this. It's going to be called Listings by Rick Chung. But we know if we run this right now, we're not going to get just Rick, right? We're getting everybody because there's nothing in here that tells the system, hey, we only want to see Ricks. So we have to do that. We have to add to that. We have to put some criteria in here. So it always starts by picking what pieces of information you want to see. Then you go down. So by putting fields down here, you're limiting the columns, if you will. Then the criteria limits what rows are returned when you run it. So what we're going to do here in the first name field, we're going to find first name, come down to criteria, click in the box. I'm going to type Rick. Remember, if we don't put a conditional operator, it assumes equal. I'm going to hit tab. It's going to put my quotes around it. Last name is Chung, tab, right? So now I'm saying, hey, give me first name, last name, listing ID, square foot, address, city, listing price, where first name equals Rick and last name equals Chung. Because these are on the same row, guys, it's an AND condition. And with an AND condition, all rows that are returned in the result must have Rick and Chung in there. So if there's another Rick that's an agent, they're not going to be returned. If there was another Chung, they're not going to be returned. Okay. The only problem you might run into is if there was more than one Rick Chung, then we would have to use employee number. right? Because that's what's unique is employee number, not first and last name. So now if I run this, look, I now have eliminated it down to 9 rows that have Rick Chung. Rick Chung, Rick Chung, Rick Chung, right? Let's go back to design. All right. So we have it limited to Rick, but if we look back up here, sorted in ascending order by city and list price. Now, one of the things that this is going to work because city is left of list price. So city becomes the major sort. So it's going to sort by city and then within city by list price. So we're going to add that sort. So in the city field, we're going to find the sort row. So city, sort, click in that box, do the down arrow, and we want it ascending. Then we want to come over here to list price, sort row, click in the box, down arrow, ascending. Run it. So if we look, it's in alphabetic order by city, and within that, so like Lincoln, there's 2 Lincolns, and it's least expensive to most expensive. So we know that this is all for Rick Chung. So do I really need to see Rick Chung, Rick Chung, Rick Chung, Rick Chung? We don't. And the title says it's listings by Rick Chung. So we know what it is. So I'm going to go back to design, and I'm going to uncheck the box that says show for last name and first name, last name. Now if I run it, I just get this and I don't see his name over and over. Because when I do this for real, I don't ever uncheck this until I'm sure I'm getting the right results. Then if you know you're getting the right answers, like everything looks good, then you can come back in and take that show off. So we're going to go ahead and save that. And let's verify 3, right? So 9, Copperdale, Wilder Green, Hoyer. Yep, it looks perfect. All right, so we're done with that. I'm going to pick up the next movie on step number 8. All right, thank you.